valued at an estimated $50 billion that may soon be subject to fresh import tariffs.
对原产于美国的部分进口商品提高加征关税税率。
Since 2018, the world has seen a rising trend of protectionism and unilateralism. Major global economies have experienced a prolonged slowdown in economic growth and mounting domestic downside pressure as a result. The profound changes in the global economic environment have had an adverse impact on China's economic and market expectations. China's private sector is also influenced by the weakening global economy. On November 1st, 2018, Xi Jinping, Chinese President and General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee, held a private enterprise symposium with private entrepreneur representatives at the Great Hall of the People. At the symposium, Xi asked for opinions and suggestions from the representatives on the development of China's economy and the private sector.
企业家们在最困惑的时候，总书记呢发表了一个重要的讲话。我们发展民营经济的这种决心没有变，这个讲话非常重要，因此呢，在社会上引起了非常广泛的影响，也给民营企业家一个定心丸。
One measure that I've seen is that private businesses constitute about 60% of the economy, but in terms of innovation, that figure is somewhere more like 70 or 80%, and in terms of the creation of new jobs, it's probably as high as something like 90%. The private economy has really played a very big role in China's economic development.
I'd say that the private sector here has grown very much in confidence. So if you compare it to 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I mean, it's grown enormously. You know, even since the financial crisis of 2008, you know, the Chinese private sector, at least the wealth created by the most successful entrepreneurs in China, has not just doubled, but doubled and a bit. So there's been a massive surge of confidence.
China's emergence as a leading world economy has intrigued global economic observers and ignited curiosity about the reasons behind the miracle. The 11th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China held its third plenary session in Beijing from December 18th to 22nd, 1978. The plenary session shifted China's policies from class struggles to economy building and opening up, and since then has ushered in a new era for China's private sectors.
1980年的时候，我们发现国家已经开始在变了。我们是个无线电发烧友，很多人都希望我们帮他们装收音机、装音响。我就找到生产队，我们就装了个音响，结果没想到被公社书记叫做取消了。但是我们始终没死心，我们几个兄弟商量，又找到了县委书记，说是不是我们到农村去搞种植业、搞养殖业行不行？那个县委书记说行啊，他说这是现在国家提倡专业户，那么你们到农村去做专业户，我支持。我们凑了1000块钱，开始我们的创业。
Until 1987, in China's urban areas, 5.69 million people have been employed in all walks of life, including private industrial and commercial enterprises. Many private enterprises had flourished. The emergence of the self-employed activated the long-awaited economy's desire for material. The first generation of Chinese entrepreneurs also dug out the first pot of gold at the time. Seizing their opportunities of the times, they overcame all difficulties and made extraordinary achievements.
这个南方谈话呢，它最大的解决的问题，第一个解决了对社会主义的根本的认识。小平说，贫穷不是社会主义，资本主义有计划，社会主义有市场。这个话在过去在小平讲之前，没有人敢说。小平的讲话给中国产生了一个巨大的推动，也是在这个推动下，中国的民营经济获得了一个飞速的发展。
当我们第一次读到这 叫《光明日报》的这个报道全篇的报道以后，我们几个兄弟那晚上几乎都没睡觉，兴奋的，我们觉得这个格局变了，国家鼓励我们了，我们没做错，我们做对了，我们将坚持干，我们还要干得更好。于是乎呢，我们大概这个3月份、4月份，我们就开始呢在全国开始拓展，我们用了不到1年的时间，组建了中国第一家叫做私营企业集团——新希望集团。
Deng's talks during the tour were instrumental in advancing the reform and opening up. After the talk, China began to establish a market economy. The number of China's private enterprises exploded, and many people joined the army of entrepreneurs. Many well-known private-owned enterprises in China set up their businesses during that time, such as aviation giants Junyao Group.
花了快接近1年时间，盖了很多章，跑了很多审批单位。那个时候也是轰动一时，包地刚开始，包天都有了。这个业务是有风险的，后来我们也坚持下来了。所以航空一直从包机做到入股武汉航空，做到自己成立航空公司。
The entrance of China into the WTO was really a profound point in the history of the opening and economic development in China, and really paved the way for the changes that we've seen in the new economy period. With regard to private businesses, the joining the China's membership in the WTO did a couple of things that were very important. One is that it made it so that there were international markets for private businesses, Chinese private businesses, to sell their products to. And during the first decade after China's accession to the WTO, there was a rather dramatic increase in exports, maybe of a factor of 3 or 4.
入世以来呢，这个中国国际化的步伐加快了，特别是“一带一路”的倡议以后啊，指出了新的方向。我们沿着这个走出去的这样的思路，把我们的这个经过数十年形成的技术和我们的管理的品牌的能力，在“一带一路”沿线做推广。我们现在国内和国际一块推动，我觉得还是蛮不错的。
Around 2012, with the popularization of smartphones, entrepreneurship emerged in the industry of mobile and internet in China. Entrepreneurship became the hottest word in China.
I would say it's almost impossible to keep up because the innovation speed that I'm witnessing is so ridiculously fast. If you look at e-commerce, if you look at fintech, cloud computing, AI, blockchain, the whole of the world of crypto, you know, that the pace of innovation is huge. And I wouldn't just say it's the non-Chinese, if you like, that are finding it difficult to keep up. I'd say even a lot of the traditional old Chinese entrepreneurs are finding it hard to keep up with what the young people are doing.
那段时间，那个创业的激情啊，大家创业的欲望都特别大，而且呢，就是营造的环境也特别好。所以呢，我希望就是说，在我可以满足自己的基本需求以后，做一些自己力所能及的事情，对这个行业也好，对这个产业也好，能做一些自己能做的一些改变。就是别人不愿意做，所以我要去做这个事情。
The World Bank published Doing Business 2019 earlier this year. China improved its ranking to number 46 in 2018 from number 78 in 2017 in the ease of doing business. For the first time, China ranked among the top 50 on the list. A senior official with the World Bank acknowledged China's efficient measures to improve its business environment.
今年两会的时候呢，这个政府工作报告也非常明确地提出了要减税、要降费。实际上，减税降费这个利好也非常明显。我们今年算了一算，按照我们现在的规模，因为减税降费，我们集团受益可能有3.2亿之多。
这个减税放权方面，让我印象还特别深刻。像我们今年年初有新成立的一家公司，基本上是在网上申请，然后1到2天就整个把手续给办完了。像以前这个情况得1到2个月，可能时间更长一些。
I often get asked questions about what is it that makes the Chinese entrepreneur unique, and I would say that actually for 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100, the answer is the same. So the features are actually very same. It's sort of people are very driven, very entrepreneurial, very innovative, risk-taking. These are things that are common to everybody in the world. But I'd say that there's one thing I've picked up on that I find very special amongst Chinese entrepreneurs, and that is the learning from each other.
聪明、勤奋、顺应市场的发展，
毅力和坚持，创新和拼搏。
今天你看看，我们的很多的科技、很多的专利、很多的发明、很多的进步，多数都是民营企业创造的。
I think that there is a sense among Chinese entrepreneurs that they are more committed, and this is because of the culture, they are more committed to benefiting society at large rather than benefiting perhaps themselves or their individual small group of investors.
我觉得企业家要懂感恩，要有足够的责任感，对企业员工的责任感，对社会的责任感，要有爱心、责任心、感恩心、善心、上进心，要有恒心。
像新希望这样的民营企业，中国还有数以百万计、数以千万计，而正是这样的一批人，他们在国家的这个大的格局、政策引领下，按照市场的规则在进步、在发展，而推动了中国的前行和发展。
所以我觉得我们这一代人，包括我们80后，尤其是我们90后，其实是都特别的有情怀、有素质。我觉得这也是我相信我们国家肯定会越来越好，发展也会越来越顺利的一个信念。对于我们民营企业家来讲，现在这个时代就是最好的时代。